Yeah, man. I'm Xavier Rendon. I was born May the 4th, 2007. I'm a senior this year. I think I love to involve myself around the game of basketball. I think the gym is a happy place to me. It's a place to get everything off of my mind. You think having being here in a small town in Pearsall High School, it's a little easier to get access to the gym when the whole town supports you. So it's a big push for me to be in the gym whenever time I can, because that's where I want to strive and that's where I want to succeed in is in the gym, in the classroom. I think the Pearsall High School, they support me in everything I do, and they've always had my back since coming into my freshman year. They knew I was going to be something big here in this small town, so I appreciate them a lot, and it's a good little small town here down south.
Well, again, like I told you, I see you as a basketball junkie, and that's the guys right there. I mean, you see that, and you gravitate to that. You gravitate to where as though you want to help support this young man and young people as much as they can when they're that basketball junkie. So for me, that's why I approach you and say, hey, listen, I don't want to coach you, but I definitely want to interview you and help you with your platform and what you're trying to do. So hence, that's where this interview comes from. So again, I thank you for allowing me to be part of that process.
Of course, I appreciate you for having me on here.
Right, so, Mike, you want to go first? Any questions?
Your family, right?
Mike.
Uh, oh yeah. Sorry, I'm used to having a headset. Your family, right? You know, small town, so like you just said, everybody's supporting and pushing, right? You yourself, I can already detect the self-driven energy, which is phenomenal coming from a youngster. What role does your family play in that?
I think my family plays the biggest role in it. I think, when times get tough and, I'm facing trials and tribulations, I think my family's there to kind of push me through there and, give me the extra inch that I need in order to come out on top or come out to be successful. So I think my family plays the biggest role in, the greatness that I've achieved so far and the greatness that is yet to come. They're always going to be the number one in that.
Great answer. Do me a favor with that, right? Every now and again, make sure and go give hugs and just say thank you, right? Because if they've got your back and they've been the support of that nature, make sure that they know that you appreciate that. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, like Coach Tally said earlier, we like to keep this light, and we want you to have fun with this as well. Tell us about any hobbies that you have away from the game of the basketball. What are your hobbies?
Hobbies, most definitely. I think away from the basketball court, I like to do a lot of singing. I like to play my guitar. I like to cut a lot of grass. I like to do a lot of yard work, cut a lot of grass. I think it's a peaceful state of mind, and I'm just able to think about whatever I want to think about in that part in time that I do those things from outside of basketball.
You know, when I'm cutting the yard, it's therapeutic for me. I put on my headphones, and I don't think about anything work related or anything, so I can relate with that.
Exactly.
Hey, real quick, I know we gave a shout out to Pearsall already. Also, give a shout out to your I know you just finished playing with them. Give a shout out to your AAU basketball team, please.
AC Toros, yeah, that's probably one of the best programs I've been with. I remember Coach Lou picked me up, from St. George. He came over and asked me if I wanted to go try out for him. And, me and my dad were kind of indecisive of what we wanted to do. And, we gave him a shot and we trusted him with everything he's got. And, he's a big part of the reason why my skill is where it's at today. So big props to Coach Lou Martinez and the AP Toros.
Great job. Shout out to the Toros. Cool. And then I know I did get military. I apologize, Mike. I just did a military thing, and don't worry about it. All right, if I grab your phone, and I want to hear your music list. Give me three. Give me a top five right now. Your top five in your music list right now.
We talking artists or songs?
Let's go songs. Let's go songs. Cause then that way that's gonna give me a good variety of what you really listen to.
Okay, I'll go Night Nurse by Gregory Isaacs. I'll go You Could Be Loved by Parker McCullum. I'll go One Number Away by Luke Combs. You Could Be Loved by Bob Marley. And Wasted Days and Wasted Nights by Freddie Fender.
Oh,
Wow.
you just showed a great range, young man. Go
Oh,
ahead,
man.
dog. Okay, I
So,
see you.
which of those do you sing most like? You said you like to sing to. If you had to say which one do you sing most like, which one would it be?
Oh, Wasted Days and Wasted Nights for sure.
Wow, Freddie Fender.
School. Your favorite and worst subjects.
Oh man, my favorite subject is probably going to be science. I love anatomy, physiology, learning about the body, knowing the body parts. I think it plays a big role since I'm a basketball guy. I like to take care of my body. My worst subject, oh, I hate opening up those books and reading. I hate English. I hate it with a passion. It doesn't roll good with me.
Okay, go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
Well, piggybacking on that, do you have a favorite teacher or a teacher that's impacted you the most in your life? It could be at any grade level, but a favorite teacher or a teacher that's impacted you the most.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite teachers has been Mari Gutierrez. I think she's influenced me to not give up and, to show up to school and want to be there and want to do good in the classroom. Like I mentioned, we are student athletes, so the classroom does come first. And I think she's influenced that on me very well. So, I always love Miss Mari for that.
Man, mad love for me for that one right there, big guy. I'm big proponent of student athletes, man. So that's huge to hear you with that mindset. That's huge.
All right, so you do, and I told you when I first met you, you come across as a leader, and I've seen you play. You are one of the leaders on your team, so you can score the ball whenever you want to score. You know that, but what do you contribute, or how do you contribute in other ways on your team besides scoring all the points?
I think that's a great question. I think the other ways I can contribute is, I have a long wingspan. I'm able to guard the perimeter, protect the rim. I think I can rebound for my guys. Coming from a small town where the average height here is maybe about 5'10", 5'11". I'm, 6'5", so I'm able to get rebounds and push and transition. And I think how I have the ability to score whenever I want to, I think it opens up the games for my teammates. When I start driving in and they all start collapsing on me, it's able to get my teammates open looks, and I 100% trust them that they're going to make the shot.
Okay, and you said you were 6'5",
Yes, sir.
and how much do you weigh?
184.
Okay, yeah, I did that on purpose. There, some colleges that might check this interview out. They're like, hey, okay, 6'5" athlete there. And by the way, you can play the point. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. 1 through 5. I can defend the 1 through 5.
There you go.
What I love about his response, one, it's a selfless response. So shout out to your Pearsall coaches and shout out to Coach Lou Martinez of the Toros, because you can tell the mindset and the conversations that are being had. But you talked about defense out the gate, right?
They did.
Being able to defend as a contribution. That was his first go-to. And so that your mindset is on the defensive side of the basketball. And so then you went to everything else, selfless for your teammates. So, man, that's kudos. Kudos, young man.
Good question.
Oh, that's right. My turn. Inspiration. Who's your basketball role model and why?
Oh, my basketball role model.
Now you got a little Jason Tatum looking swag right now. Look, yelling.
He like that.
You got a little JT swag going on right now, man.
Yeah, I think my favorite basketball role model is I grew up watching Russell Westbrook. So I think he's one of the most vicious point guards to ever have been in the league. I think the way he attacks the game is the way I like to attack the game. He likes to rebound. He likes to look for his teammates. He likes to get out in transition, make the right reads, and he can get to the rim at any point in given time. And, I want to play like him. He's my role model. His motive is why not. So, I always use it as, why not be the best? Why not go out there and win every game?
Great answer. Love that
is.
choice.
Yep.
Love that choice.
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah. Memorable moments. What is your favorite basketball memory? On or off the court? Just a basketball memory that you might have.
Man, that's a tough one. I have two of them. If I got to go with one of them, I think it'll be
Both of them. Tell us both of them.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, my first one will be my freshman year. We had a district game against Crystal City. I had the flu that game, and I was on varsity. I was starting the three on varsity, and I told the coach, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play. I was throwing up that morning, didn't feel too good. Game time came. We needed to get the win to go into the playoffs. I ended up having 37 points, went 9 for 11 on threes. Had a great game, and that's probably been one of my best high school memories. My second memory would probably be my junior year, reaching my 1,000 point milestone in Pearsall High School. Now at 1,564, so I'm hoping I can get the 2K this year. So
Nice, nice.
So you had a flu game.
yes, sir. Had a flu game.
I need those shoes. I need you to sign them for me, and we're gonna put them. We're gonna put them away, okay? I'm joking. I'm joking.
You know who else had a flu game?
Again,
Kobe.
MJ.
he like that.
Look, I like this.
I told you, man.
I've seen him play. You know, we seen
I'm
Toro up
telling
the road,
you,
but
listen.
you know, great kid.
This young man has charisma, man.
Lou stole one with this one.
Hey, he has charisma. It's great. Again, great personality, and that's what I want to just show everybody, man. Like, I think sometimes we get lost on how well you can play the basketball, and you can score, and you can do all these things, but behind that, like talking to you, like who are you? What are you? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I want to make sure I show everybody, that you have a great personality, man.
So real quick, I got one that I missed.
Okay, go ahead.
And you know, especially knowing that you're getting ready to head to work in a little bit. Off the court, how do you balance your dedication to basketball with your academic and your personal life?
Yeah, I think I always take pride in making time for everything. I don't ever want to put an excuse in to not be able to get in the gym or not be able to work out. So, my coach lives in San Antonio, Coach Jeffrey Viesca, and he travels down at 5 in the morning to open the gym at 6:30. So I wake up at around 5:45, and I'm in the gym from 6:30 to 8. I come back home, shower, go back to school. Right after school, I'm in the weight room again. Come home. If I got to work, I go to work, and then that's a cycle for me. That's the day in the life for me.
Hold on. For everybody that's gonna be watching and listening, can you take us through that again, please?
Yes, sir. My coach wakes up at around 5:30, 5:45, comes down to Pearsall to open the gym. About 6:30 to 8, I'm in the gym getting up shots, working on skill work. I go back home, shower, go to school. Right after school, work out, go to work, and it's a repetition cycle every day.
I made you repeat that to show that if you want it, you'll go get it. There's no excuses involved, and so again, kudos, young fella.
All right, back to the questions, because that was great. I ain't gonna lie. I want to stop the interview just right there, just to kind of cut that right there, so we can do a part 2 to our episode. But I'm gonna speed it up. We're gonna run through the whole thing, and we'll have a conversation afterwards. All right, pre-game rituals. What are yours?
I think right after school from 4, I'll go into the locker room. I'll get changed out, and I'll sit in half court with my headphones on, and I'll just sit there for about 10, 15 minutes. No one's in the gym. Kind of a little meditation, 10, 15 minutes, just relax the body, go into deep thought of, what I can do to score, what I can do to help my teammates out, different ways to defend. Around 4:30, 4:45, go back into the locker room, start watching defensive film, see how they guard, see how we're able to guard them. 5:15, go get a shoot around in, and then, 7 o'clock, it's game time.
Another question real quick. Adversity, right? Life is full of it. Basketball's full of it. And I think this is one of the most important things that I believe that sports teaches you, how to overcome adversity. How do you stay motivated and overcome obstacles and adversity during a tough game? Because it happens. It's not always going to go your way. So take us through that.
I think whenever I'm facing adversity and a tough time during a game, I always take a time to realize that, God's given me the ability to go out and play to the best of my ability on the court. So I don't ever take it for granted. I think when I'm facing adversity, I always rely on my teammates, to kind of go forward and move forward while I get back in control of myself and find a way, find the creeks, in order to go back to my basics, in order to get back to the rim, in order to get back to the free throw line. And it's starting defensively. I think defensively is going to get us into offense. So, it all starts with defense. But like I said, I don't ever take the game for granted because, it's because of God is why I'm here and why I'm able to play at the best of my ability.
Okay.
Team chemistry. What's one thing you enjoy most about being part of your high school basketball team?
I think our high school basketball team, we've been together for about 2.5 years now with the same group. So I think over that 2.5 years, we've been able to build a bond inside of school and outside of school. And I think that's the best part. If you can build a bond inside and outside of school, that's where the brotherhood's going to come. That's where the connection's going to come. The trust is going to come. We'll go to San Antonio. We'll go to movies. We'll go out to eat together. We'll all have a breakfast club in the morning right after we get done with shoot around. We'll get some breakfast. We all sit at the same lunch table. So little things like that is what's going to build the chemistry and bond. So when it comes to the seasons, we're able to trust each other without giving second thought.
Man, I feel like we're talking to a collegiate athlete, like
Already.
getting ready for the NBA combine, man. Like your maturity, man, is just through the roof. Like to see you play and to watch you move on the court, and then to be able to sit and converse with you now and just hear the maturity, man. Your circle is amazing, and so kudos to your circle, man, because this is phenomenal.
Thank you, sir.
All right, my last question. What's the best piece of basketball advice you've ever received?
The best piece of basketball advice I've ever received would probably be from one of my teachers. We were going through a rough stretch. I want to say we were in district and we had lost 4 in a row. And she pulls me to the side before the game. She goes, Xavier, the bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. So that's kind of stuck with me. We can have bad stretches, but we dictate the outcome of every game and every scenario.
Wow.
I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
I like that, young man. All right, we're going to wrap it up, man. We're going to wrap it up. We always wrap up our interviews with rapid fire with young people. All right, here we go. Be honest now. It's okay if you like the Eagles, okay? All right, here we go.
Or the Cowboys.
Hence not the Cowboys. No, I'm just playing. Here we go. All right, Eagles versus the Cowboys. Who we got?
Eagles.
Dogs versus Cats.
Cats.
Spurs versus the Mavericks.
Mavericks.
Pizza versus a calzone.
Pizza.
Hot dogs or hamburgers.
Hot dog.
Talking wings. We're talking barbecue or hot.
Hot wings.
There you go. Are you following any of the Little League World Series?
Yes, sir. Bernie,
Yeah.
what my seventh grade science teacher, her grandson is on there. I want to say he's number 17, Hastings. So he's getting a lot of support here from Pearsall. So we're all rooting for Bernie.
Talking about they had a tough loss yesterday, but again, they're still playing, and they still got to a situation in a position that a lot of kids don't get to, and it's there. So again, congratulations to those guys. And then once again, man, thank you. We got more things to come for you. Okay, so what I need from you, send me your schedule. I think you're a 4A if I'm correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I know you guys I think you're in the same district as Somerset, right?
Yes, sir. They're in our district.
Yep, so that's the game I'm definitely going to make sure I circle, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll make sure I circle that. So Super Sports Media is going to come out there and support you. And again, thank you again, Mike.
Hey, great being able to talk to a young man that I've seen up and down the highway and on the court. And so continue striving and thriving for greatness. Stay focused, stay hungry, stay humble, and salute to your journey.
Thank you, sir.
Rich?
And for me, I've actually watched you play at St. George Maronite, and to see you play at SWAC up in Dallas and stuff, it's an amazing journey, amazing, wonderful growth. Keep up the good work. Like they talked about earlier, love the dedication to defense and stuff. You keep that up, the sky's the limit.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, X. Thanks, buddy.